What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Shit Guys Talk About. Got my man Manic Genius in the building, CLS, Jesse, and Taj up in here. So before we started this live, we was in the background talking, about who would and wouldn't fight Mike Tyson. So I told him like I could take him. Yeah, I think I'm crazy.
Take that nigga out the
lunch. How y'all think it would go down if I fought Mike Tyson?
You could take him out the lunch. Delusional.
Y'all don't think I get a hit in?
Definitely delusional.
You taking him out the lunch or dinner? That's it. You don't think you taking that
nigga out. I told you I put him in a stunner, man. Stone cold stunner. No. Yeah, y'all ain't got no faith in me. Y'all don't think I get a hit in?
You gotta offer him a nice cigar.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. He up there in age now. I'm just Mike Tyson. I'm just playing, dog.
he said he fight good when he high too, bro. He fight good when he high. he said that. He said he fight good when he high too.
Now, would y'all like? So if he stepped to y'all, would y'all run? Be honest.
I ain't gonna run, but I don't want to fight him either. So I don't know.
Nah, y'all damn lie. Y'all was shook when I was like, "Yo, man, I'll take him on." Y'all was like, "Yeah, I ain't gonna run."
It depends on if he's in a Hulk rage. If he's in a Hulk rage, I'm dipping. Fuck that.
So you out of there, Jesse?
Fuck that. If he's in a Hulk rage, I'm not trying to talk this man off the ledge. He's already shown that he doesn't have all the capacity to fucking step out of his rage. I'm good. Nope. I'm out of there.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm gonna top my way out of that one.
But he doesn't rage out like that anymore, though.
Yeah, I've seen him have some really good conversations. People trying to poke at him, and he just he has this calm presence because he just knows how deadly he really is. So
he's a very mellow person now, man. He's not like
if he's sensible, we're good. We can talk this out.
Yeah, he's he's a mellow. He's very
still
mellow.
Gonna bounce.
Very chill. He's very chill.
Yeah, my man. After he got the tattoo on the face, I want no parts of that. Yeah. But all right, man, we'll go ahead and jump into the first topic. So the first topic, give me 1 second. Let me pull that banner up. So the first topic today that we're going to be talking about is, of course, if y'all been like checking into YouTube and all that, T.I. and his son, what's his name? King got into a fight at the Falcons game. So King was pretty much, I guess, what was he on IG or something? Talk about he was like living the struggle and, that I guess it sent T.I. into a frenzy and stuff. So y'all got more details, like feel free to chime in on that because it was like a whole fight broke out. It was like T.I., was like pinning him down and, so it was a whole situation.
I don't think he was talking about he was living the struggle. I think he was just trying to,
No, nigga. He said he was living a struggle.
Yeah, he said it. He said it on it.
Yeah, dog.
Oh, I just seen the part where he was like, "Yo, I'm about that life. Like, don't try me." Like he was.
He ain't about that life.
Yeah.
He ain't about that life, dog.
Yeah.
So my first. Oh, go ahead, CLS.
Oh no, you can go. I mean,
no, I was just gonna say the first question I was gonna ask you guys about the whole situation was, why do you think King is acting out?
Does anybody want to go first? Me.
I'll go to you, Taj. I'll go to you first.
For me, I think it's that wanting to go for bad type shit. You know what I mean? I think he wants that life so bad. You know what I mean? To where I actually, you know what? I don't know. Y'all might have to pass me now. I ain't trying to say the wrong shit.
He's ready to jump out there. So wait a minute, we go.
Yeah, let me think about it. Let me process my thoughts first.
Oh, okay, that's right. So Cindy was saying King says he lives with his grandma, which is probably his mom's mother. Okay, I got you. Yeah, because he was saying something like that. So from my understanding, though, he grew up in a mansion though with T.I. and him because his mom, Tiny's in Escape, right?
Escape. Yeah.
Yeah. So they pretty prominent. Yeah. So it's not like he wasn't out there living in the projects in Atlanta and shit. Imagine that.
You want me to go or?
Yeah, go ahead.
Nah, she was saying, I guess as he started getting older, I guess because his T.I. and Tiny are very strict in their household, and I guess what happened was he had more freedom to get out and pretty much do whatever he wanted when he was at his grandmother's house. So that's the reason why he wanted to stay over there as he was getting older. Because she probably didn't have, you know what I mean? She probably wasn't as strict to his parents, and he probably, over there he probably didn't have a curfew. You know what I'm saying? So he probably didn't have to. He could probably stay out later with his friends and kind of, just do teenage stuff, kid stuff. Yeah.
So let me ask you, CLS, why you think he was acting out? King.
Just showing off. Just doing. That's what kids do. They show off in front of their friends. They trying to impress their friends. You know what I mean? Everybody want to act tough and act macho and stuff like that. Just
yeah, he was trying to impress his followers,
trying to impress his friends and stuff like that. But I feel that. I think all kids do that though. So I don't think he's doing it. I mean, the only difference is, like his upbringing was totally different from ours. But you know what I mean? So we didn't grow up rich. So
he can have a piss in the hallway, bro. I don't give a fuck. He can have it.
Yeah.
Real talk, man.
So Jesse, why you think King's acting out?
Yeah, I think it's lack of accountability being given to him on the same page. Like everybody in his life, holding him to the same standard and communicating, with each other to make sure that he doesn't just use what one person did and like flip it into a negative thing. Because kids, man, you grow up, you learn how to manipulate easily. That's part of the growing up process. You get to you being a teenager, and if you have two parents that are not on the same page, or people that are caring for you as a teenager, and they're not on the same page with how they hold you accountable for your actions, then it could cause you to just get used to that and just think, oh, like it was a struggle for me, and he's looking for validation and disrespecting his parents in the process when he really grew up having everything that he ever needed or wanted. Maybe there was a disconnect in his guidance from his parents and his mom and every other adult that cared for him not being on the same page, because you see the turmoil in T.I. and Tiny's relationship over the years, even when they had a show together when the kids were younger. So I think it just does speak to how they exposed them and brought them up. But at the same time, he's tripping because he want to be in the streets. He's just really looking for something that you're missing.
Yeah. So do you pretty much saying like he's kind of entitled and spoiled to a certain degree?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the accountability being given to him, he just ain't receiving it. He's just like, hey, whatever. Now you want to hold me accountable for my actions at this point, but at the same time, not understanding that you got to act a certain way in society. Like nobody likes somebody that's entitled or treats people bad. So you need to calm down, man. It's not cool to be a gangster.
Yeah. I think how he's acting is no different than how 50 Cent's son acting. His son Marquise, the way he's acting. You seen that situation, right?
That situation.
Yeah, but Marquise wasn't as bad as him though. I think Marquise was just like a little upset. But no, I get what you're saying though. Yeah, just super entitled, man. I think there's a lot of that playing out. So Taj, did you come back to your point? You want me to come back to you?
I mean, it wasn't. I mean, yeah. I'll go ahead and from what I saw earlier, as far as the whole him being over his grandmama's house majority of the time, I think his issue was when it came down to the show that they did, they would only call him out when they needed him for the show, and then he was right back over with his grandma. Now, from what T.I. said, he was begging to go over there for whatever reason, but at the same time, they got to hold themselves accountable too for his actions. I think Jesse had already said it, because I ain't gonna lie, when I saw clips of it on YouTube, he was already acting out then, and they wasn't really, calling it or like getting with him then. You know what I mean? For the sake of the show. I mean, we don't know what happens behind closed doors when the camera leaves, but at the same time, this ain't nothing new. They've been dealing with that shit for a minute. They just didn't take action.
Damn, I didn't realize that. So is he kind of always acting out in the show, or?
Yeah, like from what I saw, he was always, like I said, the go for bad type, trying to, I don't know. But
so was a grandma actually in the hood?
I don't think so. I don't think she's in there.
So.
Nah.
Probably like a suburb and shit.
It's probably in a suburb, but it's probably just probably not a gated mansion, but I'm sure she's up in the suburb somewhere. You know what I mean? In a nice community. It's just not gated. That's all.
Not where he's gonna have a roach on his face.
Right, exactly. Like even T.I. said that. T.I. said you don't know what it's like to wake up.
He ain't somewhere where there's dirt.
You turn them lights on, man. Them motherfuckers gonna run.
Well, that's what T.I. T.I. said that. T.I. said that on the video. He's like, it's not like you grew up, saying you woke up, you had roaches crawling on your face and shit. You know what I'm saying? You never missed a meal or anything. You didn't grow up in the hood. You know what I mean?
That shit real, bro.
Yeah.
All right. So
I
think,
I think,
go ahead, man.
Yeah, I think that this just goes to show that despite your circumstances, rich, poor, kids are going to be kids. They're going to act out. Teenagers are going to rebel. So I think this is just a showcase of, T.I.'s son. He did a lot for his whole family and lineage, Tiny as well. Despite what you do for your kids, they're still going to be kids, and they're still going to have their own minds and want to operate and want to have that sense of rebel. And in this case, this young man, it could be a lot worse. I think King has a lot of resources at his disposal, and he could be in all types of different type of headlines. So I mean, his dad had to get him in check on a live. Like, if that's really the worst scandal as a celebrity, like, T.I. and Tiny are doing something right.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, I could get that point because I mean, at least it could always be worse. But shit, I mean,
hey man, you see them celebrity kids, man? They be all types of drugs.
They bad as hell, man.
Exactly, all of them, bro.
They be depressed. They be, doing all types of wild stuff. Like King got into a little altercation, talk about how tough he is. I think every young person feels that they're invincible. So I mean, T.I. got him in check.
I think
we're gonna talk about this.
Yeah, fucking Lindsay Lohan was worse. You remember Lindsay Lohan?
Yeah, was she on drugs?
She had a drinking problem. She putting fucking vodka in Dairy Park bottles and shit.
Hey man, Lizzie.
She started that shit.
But she was working though, so she was dealing with a grown adult stressor. So
she was doing Disney and all that. But still, I mean,
she wasn't King sitting in like the comfort of like.
She was rich. She's rich though. She's rich though.
Oh yeah, but she worked for it
though. But yeah, she did.
She worked for that. Like King ain't really have to work for anything that he's been privy to. So it's gonna be a different type of level of stress. So.
Yeah,
but did y'all see like the pain and the frustration on T.I.'s face, man? Because I think it just set him off. That's what I'm saying. Sure. I don't think it was like bad, like a scandal, like y'all saying with some of the like celebrity kids. But man, when you don't bust your ass, you got your kid running out here with blonde braids, looking all awkward and shit.
Give me a King. Then I'll take a King, other than a lot of these other celebrity kids. So. That's all I got to say.
I don't even know. My man had the blonde braids and shit. I think I might.
Hey, I got a question for you, Jerk. You taking King or are you taking Jaden?
Oh, I'm taking King all day.
I knew it.
Why y'all hating on Jaden?
I'm taking King. I'm like, hey, this is the greatest kid ever. Y'all tripping.
He just had a bad day.
He's not
got him in check.
Yeah, my man Jaden had a bad decade. My man also some next level shit.
Y'all hating on Jaden.
Look, Mason said she taking Jaden.
I would take Jaden.
I'm taking Jaden.
You'll take Jaden.
I'm taking Jaden.
Yeah, but Jaden earning his checks though. He doing like acting gigs and all that.
Man, is he doing acting gigs or is his dad setting those things up?
Yeah.
I mean, he still got the job though. I mean, shit, he had to beat the other kids and then get the roles.
I'm sure if T.I. wanted his son to do some acting gigs, he set that up too.
He could.
I never had to put Jaden in the headlock.
Hey,
so let's do a poll real quick.
Dude.
So, man, who you taking? Jaden or King?
I'm taking King.
All right, Taj, who you taking? Jaden or King?
I'm taking King.
All right, Jesse. Jaden.
You taking Jaden?
I'm taking Jaden. I second that. I'm taking Jaden too.
You taking Jaden? Yeah. Okay.
Dude, ain't nothing wrong with nepotism, man. Nothing wrong with nepotism.
In the chat, hold on. In the chat, who are y'all taking? Hey, Travel One, you gotta take one. you said
yeah, Travel One, you gotta take one of them. All right, Cindy said. Cindy, who you taking?
It said who gives the meals to homeless and clean water, or clean water folks in Flint, Michigan.
Homeless, clean water.
Jaden did.
That's a publicity stunt.
Jaden did that water campaign. You see that shit? That clean water campaign. Jaden Smith. There you go.
What about you, Mel? Mel, let us know who you taking, Jaden or King. T.I. said, I'll be too scared to take Jaden. He'll be like the type of kid out like
I mean, they do drugs.
You'll wake up in the middle of the night. He'll be standing over you, breathing hard and shit.
Yeah, we doing no shit like that.
Jaden actually
I'm not fucking with it
like that, yo. He got his own house, yo.
He cares. He also cares about people too. So he wants
I
to
don't give a
involve in
damn.
causes
I'll take the
that better the.
He moved
the
out.
I'll take the
generation.
suburban gangster that
No,
got me
he-
in your house burning
Suburban
sage,
No, he-
shirtless.
I think he fucking. I think he moved. He went and bought a house in Malibu when he was like fucking 16, some shit like that. 16, 17 years
Yeah,
old.
I'll
Jaden?
pass.
Yeah, yes, Jaden did. Yes, he moved out of his parents' house. He don't even live in his parents' house no more. He moved out
He
when he was
said he
like
take
16.
drugs. I'm taking King. Yeah, I'm taking. I
Yeah,
can't do it.
he
No,
moved the
I
fuck
can't
out.
deal with no drugs around the crib. So yeah, I'm taking King.
But all right, let me ask you guys. So, do you think T.I. and Tiny are at fault for King's actions to a certain degree? Which I'll take on that.
I'm gonna go with a yes, but it's gonna be a light yes. I mean,
Yeah,
your child is a reflection of you and what you've instilled around them as far as their like principles and ethics, and so they have to take some level of accountability. But at the end of the day, King is his own person. So I mean, your kids are gonna do what your kids are gonna do. You can't control them. It gets to a point where you literally have no control, and they might do things in spite of you. They might know that this is not gonna sit well with you, so it just kind of makes them want to do it even more. So
yeah.
All right, CLS, what's your take on that? Do you think T.I. and Tiny are at fault for this behavior? Manic says light. Do you think?
Oh no, I agree with Manic. Light. Only because, like I said, he's lived a pretty privileged life, and he's probably spoiled a little bit. You know what I mean? But it's okay to spoil your children, though. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that, because now he's enjoying the fruits of their labor. You know what I mean? They worked hard. They want to give. Every parent wants to give their children a better life. You know what I mean? Give them the life they never had growing up. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, and you can't stop a kid from being a kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, they're gonna act out a little bit. They do that shit for attention, and then sometimes they don't care if it's negative or positive.
All right, what about you, Taj? You got the same sentiments, or you think they should get more blame than what like Manic and CLS is saying?
No, I agree with the both of them. I was actually a king myself, but the thing is, I got my ass whooped like a motherfucker. So nowadays you can't whip your kid's ass no more.
You can't whip your ass no more.
You damn right I got that work, man.
Damn. All right, let me go to Jesse. You think they're pretty much at fault? You siding with these?
I'm gonna say no. I don't think it's their fault. He's 19. He's responsible for his actions. 100%. 100% responsibility falls on him for his actions. If he feels hurt or he needs to express himself to his parents or seek therapy, man. But to just act an ass in public, just to embarrass your family and yourself, yeah, nah, man. I'm not gonna let him off the hook like that and say that his parents' fault. It's his fault, 100%.
So you're not gonna hold his parents accountable at all?
Not at this stage, no.
But
Because
it's a build-up, right?
I say yes.
I'm talking about Taj. Give him some pushback.
I say yes. It's a build-up, but I'll also say that he has been on his own, been with his grandma, has been away from them. He's developed his own mindsets, his own habits, his own friendships, and the way he wants to present himself on his own by wanting independence, and wanting to be validated and respected, but just acting out in the public eye when there's cameras on you. You've grown up in with cameras on you your whole life, right? So even at an early age, he started the rebellion then. Even trying to get correction. We don't know what goes on behind closed doors. And from what I see of T.I., I see T.I. as somebody that speaks respectful. He tries to present himself even respectful, and
I gotta give all y'all some pushback.
He's conscious of how he's viewed in the public eye, right? Regardless of him having some things that may have carried in from his lifestyle when he grew up. Each of us have a story to tell in a way that we grew up that shaped our mindset and could really factor in at any point in our life in our journey. So I wouldn't hold him responsible for a 19-year-old actions. That sounds ludicrous to me.
All right. Well, I blame T.I. and Tiny. I'm gonna give them about like 90%. Then I'm gonna give his old ass grandmother like 5% because she's probably an enabler. And then I'm gonna give King like 5%. So that would be my breakdown. And the reason why, man, because I know T.I. try to clean up his act a little bit, but I do think like as a father, sometimes, you know, we all know like as kids, man, they want to be tough guys to a certain degree. So I know T.I. got busted with guns and shit, you know, stuff like that. So it's just like, man, you do got to lead by example. Because I mean, I get what you guys are saying. It's like, man, a kid's going to drift a little bit. They're going to do their own thing to a certain degree. But, you know, they do kind of look up to their fathers and stuff. And then, you know, him being famous and kind of, you know, having that, like I say, tough guy image and gangster image, whatever. You know, he probably felt like he was in his father's shadow a little bit. So he's like, man, I got to go above and beyond now because this is how I kind of get notoriety. So I think by T.I. kind of stepping out there and getting into trouble and stuff, you know, that does have an impact on your kids and stuff. That's why you do got to be cautious. You got to, you know, make sure you are moving right, man, because they looking at you. They like, man, shit, I want to be known. I want to have a name. I want to have a buzz and stuff. So I think that's what King is just probably so much in that shadow where he's just like, man, I'm gonna try to do anything to try to, you know, like I said, get that tough guy image. So I think that's why it's playing out like that. So,
but when T.I. got in trouble, that like the stuff that you just mentioned, that happened before he was born.
But I mean, you know, it was on TV and stuff, though.
Yeah,
you know, but it's like when you know, you looking at videos, you're like, oh, damn, my dad's known for this. You know, he had a name. You know, he's gonna try to, you know, emulate that to a certain degree and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think he was just probably so entitled and pampered, you know, where he just was like, damn, I do want to get some like street cred and shit. But they got like another son, right? That Manic, I know you was telling me that he was like rapping and stuff.
Oh yeah, their other son, I think it goes by Damani.
Yeah, Damani. Yeah, Damani.
Yeah, very talented rapper, artist. Yeah, he makes very soulful music, very articulate. And you know, he kind of does his own thing. He has his own lane. Obviously, his dad's a rapper, a famous rapper, but you know, he's not riding that coattail. It's like his music is completely different, and it's very soulful and like very talented guy. So yeah, check out his music.
I heard it. He's good.
I like it. He's legit.
He's legit. I like it.
Yeah.
So after y'all heard my breakdown, do y'all want to take like a second thought about y'all positioning?
Nah. You're a little wrong. You're a little wrong because like you said, you were saying that that like they
tell me why I'm wrong. Let's go.
Because you said that he sees his dad's tough guy image and wants to emulate that.
Yeah.
And Damani is a rapper just like his father, but he's not trying to emulate a tough guy image. He's living in his truth, right?
Exactly.
Was he rapping about?
Exactly. They're total opposites, bro. Total opposites. Total opposites.
Now he's rapping about he's rapping about living life, and he's a conscious rapper.
Yep.
And you know,
facts.
The life that he lives.
Corey hyped about that.
Yeah.
I listen to his music. One of my friends put me on his music. He was like, "You should check Damani out." Because I remember from the reality show, but I just never really listened to his music.
Yeah, I think at the very least, like his father's image and his music and how his lifestyle is influencing him to like be drawn and attracted to that. And I think it's just his choice to move in that direction because this is what I want. I'm attracted to this persona, so I want to go ahead and, you know, like whatever I got to do to say why I'm this way. Like, and most people are going to use the struggle as a perfect excuse to be a certain way, to have cold-heartedness, and, you know, just to act nasty in public to people, because, you know, you don't get that directly from your parents and what you see. Like some of the stuff that's developed in your own brain of what you saw and what you perceive the world to be, you know.
So y'all just could have been like King. Is he talented? He makes music, right?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't think.
So could it be because he just don't have the talent?
Or maybe he's trying to find himself until he have his own identity, because he's not doing what his parents are doing. You know?
Hold on, let me pull Mel up here. Let me get her take. What's going on, Mel?
Hey y'all.
Hey, what's up?
What's going on? So what's your take on this situation?
So I done had the flu. So I'm wait. I sound weird.
Yeah, you sound like
you sound like you
King's grandmother.
You sound terrible, Mel. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Wait, am I echoing? Is it not?
Yeah, you echoing a little bit, but you good now. You good. So what's your take on this situation? No.
Are you driving? Are you driving?
I got on two of them. Hold on, wait. Let me turn off one of them. Wait. Okay. Oh, there we go.
No, you got too much damn money to be having all these technical glitches.
Is she driving?
She good.
No,
Mel, it sounds like you're in a dungeon. Yell twice if you need to.
It's an echo in my house. Now,
Nah, you good now. We can hear you.
Okay.
There you go.
But no, so the thing. Wait, it's still something.
Put your mouth to the phone.
It's still something. Hold on. Okay. Now I think
Put your mouth to the phone.
I'm not on the phone. How you gonna tell me to put my mouth on something? Okay, I'm good now.
Yeah, you're good now.
You've been good, Mel.
Hey, Mel, we call this technology. It's called technology. You're good now, Mel. Yeah, you're straight.
Okay. Well, you know what? You figure it out because that don't work for me. But no. So the thing is, I grew up on a wait. I still hear myself after I talk.
We can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you clear. You're clear.
Oh, okay.
You're good. Yes, go ahead.
Do I need to turn? Nope. Okay.
Mel is trolling. I'm convinced
Yeah, Mel doing this on purpose. What's going on, Mel?
Man.
This is serious business. No, I'm not. I had to fight for the garbage disposal today. Don't do this.
No, but we can hear you clear. You're good, Mel.
Okay, as long as I'm good. But,
Yeah, you straight.
But no, so I grew up on a pig farm.
Pig farm?
Okay, I grew up on a pig farm. And I provided a life for my kids now that they will never get a pig farm in Mississippi. And my kids, I don't do anything that's crazy I try not to do too much, but at the same time, my kids are gonna respect me. You're not gonna talk to me crazy or be on live talking rah. Because why you gotta feel like you came from the ghetto? Like that don't make no, or came up in the streets. It makes no sense because honestly, if we want to be perfectly honest, who want to come from the hood? Who want to be like, oh, I grew up in the trenches for real? That shit is hard. Like that's hard.
That shit ain't
so
fun.
who really want to do that?
They can have that.
And then why you want to be like, oh, thug life for what? Because I told my friend today, we was talking about she had went to a Christmas party, and then I had said, girl, I was just calling to check on you because I was about to come get you. She's like, all right, you was about to come get me. I'm like, yeah, but I can't go to jail though. If I come get you, I'll come check on you, but I ain't going to jail. I'm not built for jail. And that's what people don't understand. We always want to talk about, oh, I would do this, I'm do that. Who built for jail? I'm not going to nobody's jail.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna survive. Like I ain't gonna make it.
I'm way too cute to go to jail.
No, you don't.
I ain't gonna be nobody's bitch. I ain't gonna be no fucking bottom. I'm just saying, I'm gonna fight that motherfucker. Yeah.
Hey, he gonna be looking like my man from Oz. My man got the ponytails and shit.
Yeah, I ain't gonna be like that. I ain't gonna be like that nigga. Dude from Oz, fuck that. Nah, I mean, in that bitch fighting. Motherfuckers was in that bitch hitting niggas with free weights. Like that.
Everybody say about that life until they. And then that's why I say I'm glad cameras wasn't around when I was growing up because I used to fight all the time. And I'm like, what if I would have got arrested? Like, what would I would have did?
We have to wrap some pennies and bail you out.
We would have been up there like window love, Mel. Hang in there.
Hang in there.
All right.
Can we put this on a firm?
Giving you hugs for a plexiglass window.
Oh shit!
Can we put this on pay later?
Mm-hmm.
But so just going back to the questions though. So Mel, do you think like would you have been like embarrassed like if that would have came out with one of your kids like after you done put him in like a good condition?
I would have been ashamed.
I agree with you.
My kids right now, they go to private school. Right now, like I just got on the phone with them. They had training because they got a personal trainer because they in basketball season. So they got practice 2 days a week, but then they got a private trainer. You know how embarrassed I'd be? I'd be like, because I'd be like, bruh, I done invested all this into you, and you gonna put me on some damn FaceTime or whatever, like trying to talking back to me and stuff. Because my kids don't talk back to me now. Because Kingston been trying it because he's 7 now. And once I had told him to do something the other day, and then he was like, I ain't got to do it right now. I gave him that look, and then he was like, okay, I'm about to take out the trash. Because you ain't
That's all it takes.
I don't beat my kids. I don't hit them like at all. But they know not to play with me. Like, that's the thing. It's like you have to have certain things in order. And I feel like he got away with so much. And like y'all said, he get around grandma and all this other stuff. Like, me and my mama got into it when she came down here because I had told the kids to do something. She's like, oh, you ain't got to do that. I said, who ain't got to do it? Because I told my child to do something. You're not going to come down here and be like, you ain't got to do something that's already in place. And then she's like, oh, that's mean. No, it's not mean, ma'am. I was like, that's our rules. That's how we live our lifestyle. Like, don't come down here and certain something else.
So it sounds like you agree with me, Mel. Like it's T.I. and Tiny's fault. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I absolutely agree.
How much is he paying you?
What was Jesse talking about?
Kids are still getting ass when we was growing up, man.
Jay, you absolutely right. I gotta get on the other one so I can So yeah, but no, teenagers will try their parents, but you only gonna try me like one time. Cause I be in the gym. I'm ready for my son to try me because I'm telling you. You gonna try it one time. I'm already ready. I be been lifting weights like cause he already tall. He almost my height. I'm like, oh, I gotta be in the gym so I can make sure I'm right. But
yeah, you got like how old is your son now?
40. Huh?
I said, how old is your son now?
He's 7.
Oh,
okay, yeah, you got about 2 more years.
He got 2 more.
You got a couple more years.
He ain't gonna start getting rowdy till about 12, 13.
Yeah.
Typically sons ain't gonna do nothing. It's gonna be the daughter. I'm telling you, Mel, your daughter's gonna put hands on you though.
I know it's gonna be my daughter. That's what I'm scared of.
Yeah, she get out. That's when she get out of line. You're gonna slap her, hit her with your ring hand.
Baby girl. I think baby girl gonna try me one time and I'm gonna have to be like, oh.
Is he gonna hit her with the ring hand?
Man, she already everybody.
That left hand joint.
So I'm gonna have to get her one time. I'm like,
yeah.
No, look. I had to grab her up the other day. Like I grabbed her by her shirt. We went to SeaWorld, right? And I'm like, okay, little mama. And then she stumped her foot, said, I'm not ready to go. I said, come on, baby girl, let's go. I'm not ready to go. She did it again. I grabbed her by her shirt, drug her out of SeaWorld. We had been there like 6-7 hours. I was tired. It was already dark outside. And then she stumped that foot. I'm just like, oh, okay. This is what we doing?
So why'd you rush her out of there? You said SeaWorld, right?
Yes.
So why were you being a bad parent? Your kid's just over there. She's trying to enjoy the animals and stuff, and you're making her leave that ambiance, that place.
No, we did everything.
But all right.
It was 10 o'clock at night.
You could have gave her a couple more hours. You wasn't doing nothing, Mel. What, you had a date? But all right, Mel, we gonna go ahead. We're gonna jump to the next topic. So on this one, I'm just gonna go ahead and take the victory on this one. I think Jesse probably lost. You guys came in a close like second. But I'll go ahead. I'll pull up the Reddit. Give me 1 second. Let me cue that up. Manic, get ready to read this one. This one's kind of messed up, y'all.
Okay, I got y'all.
All right. Let me know if I need to. Do I need to make it bigger?
Going.
Oh,
okay,
hold on.
I just slide it over.
Give me 1 second. Is that good right there?
Click it one more time. Yeah, it's perfect.
All right.
All right, let me sit up for this one. My 38-year-old male girlfriend, who's 36 years old, female. My girlfriend's ex-husband walked into her house while we were eating dinner today. Messy already. All right, we got. My girlfriend and I have been dating for about a year. She has 2 older kids, young teens, with her ex.
They have a 50-50. Y'all confusing me.
What? Mel. Please don't interrupt the genius when he's reading.
Oh, shit.
She picked up the kids yesterday and realized her ex did not send the kids to camp with their coats. Given the fact that the temperature is going to get down to 30s this week, she sent him a message and asked him to drop off the coats on her front porch tonight. He agreed. While sitting down for dinner tonight with her kids, and my kids in the dining room, which is in front of the house, we heard the front door smart lock unlock and the door open. He popped in with the coats and said, "I'm sorry. If I knew you were here, I wouldn't have come in." Dropped the coats and left. The code he used was the one she set up for her kids in case they ever needed to come in, and he knew it. I talked to her after the kids went to bed and told her how violated I feel. Not only did he come into a space we often have private time, he also made a comment that made it sound like he thinks it would be more okay to come in if we were not there. She deleted the code and said she'd set up a new one for the kids, but they've had a history of bad boundaries, mainly him, doing little kinds of stuff to mess with her. For example, they agreed to host one of their kids' birthday parties at a neutral location, but a few days later, he created invites to have it at his house. So I told her I did not think that was enough. I want a police report filed for either trespassing or breaking and entering, so it is documented. She disagrees, saying that I'm over the top, and now we're fighting about it.
Y'all know I'm ready for this one. Y'all already know. let me tell you something.
All right, what's your take on this, Mel? And hopefully you got a story to go along with this.
Listen, okay, I do have a story, but let me say this to begin with. My house is Fort Knox. Ain't no way my ex-husband can have access to my house like that. You ain't just gonna walk up in here on me, because let me tell you the story. So
hold on. Before you tell the story, let's get everybody on the record. Did he overstep? We'll start off with the jerk. Just yes or no?
Yes, he definitely overstepped.
Okay, I think he overstepped as well. What about you, CLS?
Yeah, he overstepped. Mm-hmm.
Jesse, what do you got?
Yes, overstepped. He stepped on a landmine.
Yes.
Okay, since everybody said yes, I'm gonna go with no, and I'll explain why. I don't think.
Oh no! Hold on! No, oh man, I swear to God. Look.
He didn't overstep. I'll explain myself later.
We was already divorced, but he still had a key to the house. That's why I changed my locks, and I got the little fancy locks or whatever, however you use it. He had a key to the house, and I was just like, "Oh, in case something happened to me or whatever, you got to come get the kids." That's what I'm thinking in my head. I literally was in here sleeping one day, and I hear something, And I'm like, oh, they ain't nothing but the kids. But then I open my eyes and he just standing here over me. No, those are bound. Like you have to have like that's a safe boundary. Like if it's a coat. Just say I'm gonna leave the coats in front of the house, or I'm gonna put them somewhere safe. You don't just come in my house. I don't give a fuck at this point. Cause like I ain't gonna lie, I was thinking about all the serial killer shows I be watching. I'm like, this nigga really was just standing here, and I'm just like, bruh. And I really was asleep, and I just opened cause I don't open my eyes until a certain time of the day, and it's usually like when it comes daylight. Well, when I go to the gym with the kids here, it's probably not till because Kingston wake up about 7. Then I open my eyes and he be like, "Mommy," and I'm like, "Yeah, baby." And then I open up my eyes and you just standing over me, and I was just like, "God damn, this nigga could have killed me." So no, he don't need no. He don't need no cold.
That's weird.
It is. Yeah. I got scared.
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird behavior.
And then my gun was next to me, so as soon as I open my eyes and I see just somebody standing over me, and it's not the size of my kid, I grab my gun and I'm like, "What you want?" "Oh, I was just checking on you and the kids." "No, the fuck you not. He whole married to somebody else. You got 2 more kids. Why you just standing in my house?" And then he was like, "I'm just checking on y'all." No, like I was just like, that's some creep stuff. And I was just like, bruh, this crazy. So I went to Lowe's that same day and got one of them little fancy locks that you got to put a code in. Cause I'm like, nope, you ain't gonna be coming over here.
Yeah.
Cause I said straight up in the bed, I was just like, what? I was like, what is this? Cause I thought it was a ghost or something. I ain't know what it was. He's just standing there, like regular, like on his phone, like just standing there, like he's supposed to be there.
Hey, Todd. So, why do you say overstep? Or you want me to? Who wants to
go ahead. You had the position.
Oh,
hold on. Let me
text her or said something to her like, "Oh, I'm coming over to drop this off," or "I'm coming over to drop off the kids." Coach, you don't just walk in my house. Like I feel like that's a violation. Like even when my ex-husband just pop up at my house, I'm like, you can't just pop up at my house. Like he can't get in here no more, but he'll just come. Like he came here one day, and I don't know what was doing. It was 7:00 in the morning. And we don't live close together. And you done drove 4 hours to come here. He was like, "Oh, I was just coming to get the kids." Bruh, it ain't even your time to get the kids.
Oh, he was trying to smash.
Yeah.
He ain't smashing shit. You know that.
he was trying to smash. He ain't saying nothing to you. He ain't had no like D'Angelo playing or nothing.
No.
Good.
I was mad because I'm like, why you just feel like you can just come to my house when you want to? Because he done did it like 3 times, and I was like, "What are you doing?" He always say, "Oh, I'm checking on the kids." Nigga, no, you not.
He didn't say nothing. He didn't like try to spit a little bit of game. Like, damn, you been working out or anything?
No,
did he like mention it?
He did. He told me.
See, the jerk never misses.
Case closed.
I try to tell you.
Where's your gavel?
He was hoping the kids were at school or asleep.
He said, he was like, you don't miss our family.
Oh, he gave you the whole family spill.
Just one more time.
Exactly. And I'm just like, bruh, no. Like, that's done with. Like, I ain't running. You ain't gonna be able to run nothing back over here.
So Mel, why you keep giving him the pass then? How he keep getting in the house?
I told him I will kill him. I don't know why he keep playing with me.
Oh. All right, we believe you now. but let me get let me get Manic on here though. So Manic, tell us your position. Why do you think he didn't overstep his boundaries? I'm interested.
Yeah. I mean, there's not enough information because
enough information.
No. There's not enough information. Yeah, there's not enough information. Absolutely. I stand by that. We don't know whose house that is. She said her house. He's saying it's her house, but he's saying it from his perspective. So if that man is still on that loan or he's still on the deed, then that's his house as well. So until we don't know how far along the separation, or the process has Because it doesn't say.
But she say ex-husband. So in the divorce,
yeah.
No, it doesn't. Where does it say ex-husband? I just see ex.
Ex-husband. It's in the title. Literally.
In the title.
You did a great job reading it. You missed over that.
Ex-husband walked into the house. All right. Cool. I see that. It says ex-husband walked into the house while eating dinner. All right. So ex-husband. It still doesn't say whose house it is. It might be the ex-husband's house, and they haven't. And he's letting her stay there. You know. So we don't have enough information as far as. Because if I'm paying on something and my name is still in that deed, then I still have access to that house, regardless of whatever the situation is. Do I think that he should have walked in there? No. But if it's his house, then he's not overstepping any boundaries.
I feel like
I see where you went with that.
Well, you know what? Maybe it's her house because maybe she haven't set them boundaries. But at the end of the day, when I got my divorce, like my ex, I bought my house by myself, but my ex-husband was on there in case something happened to me. But as soon as we got that divorce, he came right the fuck off. I went and took care of that paperwork. You ain't gonna
so maybe she didn't take care of that paperwork, so he felt entitled. He could
but
still,
then
like,
too,
you know, go through.
She gotta be like, you can't just come to my house like that. Like you can't just be coming here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did anybody read the Reddit, the whole Reddit thing?
Yeah, I read the whole thing. Did you? Yeah, he has some more context on it.
Yeah, there's more context in the Reddit comment. Like,
okay.
They've been together for a year, and they even had a dialogue with him talking to his girlfriend. And they've been together for a year. They spend nights at each other's house, and he has his kids there. Sometimes, so doing the research, he had a text message from her saying a whole bunch of wild stuff, and she said that she didn't say it. So she went and found out that the city that the guy lives in is the IP address where somebody logged into her Facebook, and she checked the logs from when the code was used from her kids. And cross-reference that to like work times and school times for the kids being in school, because she thought maybe the kids were, you know, unlocking it with their code. And turns out he was doing it for months prior to that, like why they're not even home.
Oh yeah. So we got Jason Bourne.
He said Jason Bourne.
Yeah, we got Jason Bourne, a hacker on the other side, cross-referencing codes, checking timestamps, and
yeah, that's it.
But let me get back to Manic. I gotta give him some pushback because how you not have enough details off this? We got in front of us.
That'd be my only question. My only question is whose name is on the deed and whose name is on the mortgage? Like, is
why
he
you always trying to be so technical?
It's not being technical. I mean,
that's what I'm talking about, Mel. Put
you gotta be technical.
Turn up, Mel.
You gotta be technical because if his name is still on the deed and his name is still on the mortgage loan, and he's making payments,
you just walk in my house because your name on my deed, even though you my ex-husband.
Yeah.
But no, hold on.
It's actually my house that I'm walking into, and you're just there. I'm being kind enough to let you stay there.
Yeah, he showed us my house.
So I think it's
definitely
what landlord walks into somebody's house that they're renting the house to, realistically.
Hey, this is my. I'm just doing I'm doing a wellness check on my property.
So be honest, man. So if you
tell me when you don't just walk in my house.
But all right, let me talk with Manic real quick. So Manic, would you just go in that house? Be honest,
no,
just to punk that guy, just to.
Oh,
that's exactly why.
Is it what it is? It's like trying to.
Nah, I mean,
punk him.
Nah, I wouldn't do it personally, just because. I mean, that could end so many different ways. Because I'm liable to get in there and not like what I see. I'm like, hey, get out.
But see, he walked in that house to flex for real. That's why.
That's
I'm just gonna come in here.
I'm gonna let you know that I can come in here. I have access whenever I want to, because.
But see, at the same time, what he's doing is like
I would to answer your question, Jerk. I wouldn't do that. That's just too toxic. I mean,
what he was saying was I have access to her anytime too. That's why he walked in there like that.
Yeah, no, definitely. So let me ask you guys, how would you handle that situation if you was sitting there, y'all was eating dinner and then her ex is rolled in like that? Like, what would y'all do in that situation? And I'll start with CLS first on that.
I would probably look at my wife. They said they've been together for a year, right?
Yeah, for about a year.
About a year. Yeah, I would probably pull her to the side, like, hey, can I talk to you in the kitchen real quick? I'll pull her to the side and tell her that the check dude, check dude, and walk him to the front, walk him out the front door.
You say you walk him out?
Yeah, because I mean, he could have left the coats. He could have left the coats on the porch. If they got like a porch or a deck or whatever, he could have left that shit on the deck. You have to come.
What would you done if he slapped you?
You're eating dinner, you're gonna get slapped back. But I mean, that's not a good example. I ain't gonna fight their dad in front of the kids. The kids are sitting there at the table eating too. You know what I mean? And what kind of example is that you setting in front of your kids?
All right, so Jesse, what would you do in that situation? How would you handle that? You sitting there, y'all chilling, y'all eating some meatloaf, and homeboy walking to the house like that.
I mean, the fact that he did that and then left, I probably wouldn't address it right then. I'd just go back to eating dinner like it was nothing, you know, like, hey, whatever. And then when the kids, you know, were gone and not present, then have a conversation with her, you know, to see where the boundaries setting has been, and, you know, just see how that played out. Because why is he that comfortable to be able to do that? So that's conversation we have, and then just see where she handles it from there.
Shout out to my man Jay.
Yeah, shout out to Jay.
Yeah. And because it's really her responsibility to handle that boundary and make sure that, like, that's not happening. Because if you're going to bring me into this space, you're bringing my kids into this space. You know, like, there's some level of seriousness. You know, so, like, dude ain't got no place doing that. Straight up.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, opening that door. Nah.
What up,
Before
Dame?
I jump to Taj real quick, what's good, Dame?
What's up, y'all? How you doing?
What's going on,
What's
man?
happening?
First live, man. This is all good.
Yeah, I was nervous, man. I was like, I'm about to mess this whole thing up.
No, you're all good.
But let me go to Taj real quick. How would you handle that scenario, Taj? Like, you sitting there, you eating dinner, man, and this guy walk in.
Like Jesse, I'm not gonna say nothing right then and there. Although I am gonna be on high alert because I'm not gonna appreciate that very much.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait until, you know, because of course I'm not gonna act out irrationally. You know, got the kids there, but we are gonna have a serious talk about that, because in my brain, if you're co-parenting, you got to have something set in stone. This shouldn't happen. I don't give a fuck if it's his house or not. Respect the fact that I'm here. I got, you know, the kids here. Plus, I'm probably gonna have my own with me too. Right there, it's already gonna pop off. So I'm gonna keep myself in check for that moment. But at the end of the day, you know, if you try again, that's that ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a weird situation. Manic, I'm gonna go to you real quick. What would you do in that scenario? Since you talk about you was gonna come in the house anyways.
Just the cuffs.
My house. No, if I'm sitting at the dinner table, I got my kiddo with me, and, you know, having a peaceful dinner, and then all of a sudden her ex comes in the house, I'm gonna be shocked, you know, and then I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna sit back and observe, because I'm, you know, I need to know what type of situation this is. You know, a dude just busting in. Is he coming in like Rambo? Because do I need to grab my kid and, like, you know, you know, run out the door? Or is this just on some, like, oh, I just came to, you know, flex a little bit? You know, I'm gonna keep it cool, because, you know, for the sake of the children and everything. But, you know, like Todd said, it's gonna be a conversation afterwards, and depending on, you know, the vibe, the energy, you know, because I'm sure he's gonna obviously see me, like the type of body language, eye contact that's being had, you know, that might be a cause for another conversation, you know, later, just me and him or something like that, you know, because there might be some tension that needs to be, you know, discussed.
Okay. Let me get Dame on there. I don't know if you heard the whole scenario, Dame.
I did. I've been watching.
So what would you do in that scenario, man? You chilling at y'all having a good little dinner.
Wait, first, I want to know, did he overstep?
Did old boy overstep coming in the house?
Yeah.
See the things, in order to determine that, you'd have to have that conversation with her that you were talking about to determine, is this something he regularly does?
Yeah.
Is he just got it like that where he could just come in and ain't no big deal, but I just happen to be there? Or is he trying to boss up because I'm there? He see my car parked outside. He's like, I'm about to walk up in on this situation. Yeah. That's the thing that I have to determine whether or not he overstepped. Because, you know, he could just, like I said, he just could be doing what he normally do. And that's the kind of relationship. And that tells me a lot about her and him. I'm like, they got, you know, there's too much going on for him to just have it like that. But if he just walked in, I would definitely look at her to get the cues from her. Is she surprised? Is she like afraid? If she what's called it, I would kind of take my cues from how she's doing. But I definitely would be like everybody's saying on high alert. Turn my chair around, face him, make sure he was in my eye line the whole time he was there, kind of situation, and just kind of watch and see what he does. Because if he just come like, oh my bad, I didn't need to come in, but if he's like, who the fuck is, you know, who is this guy? You know, then it's a whole different scenario. It's a whole different situation.
I have a question for all the men though. Do y'all think it's important to have a conversation with the kid's dad if the mother and dad are co-parenting? Do you think it's important to have a conversation with him before you actually get into that relationship?
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, I don't know about get into it, but how far it's going to progress. If it's getting to the point where I'm over there regularly,
y'all ain't about to be friends. I'm just saying, like, just have a conversation, like. You know,
no.
It just depends.
Yeah, it depends on how far I'm trying to take it with how far I'm trying to take it with the mama. Like if I'm really trying to invest into it, if I'm really like, okay, I'm gonna put myself and maybe my kid in some possible harm's way, then we kind of got to fill it out. If I'm just kicking it and you know whatever, I don't know how much of a conversation I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna need to have to him because it's. But they've
been together a year though, so. Like,
definitely. There should have been conversation had.
I differ on that, man. I don't think I would have a conversation. I think that's a conversation they need to have with each other, set them boundaries. But if I was going back to the scenario, man, if I was in the house eating, I'm like what Jay said. I'm out of there, man. I'm just like, hey, y'all definitely got some relations going on. Y'all got to work that out. And I'm just gonna grab my little plate and I'm gone, man. I'm like, where the Tupperware at? You know,
take a plate. You can take a plate.
Hey, Jerry.
I think if it would have been a conversation.
What were you about to say, Taj?
What's up, Taj?
Let me ask you a question. So let's say if you were talking, let's say if you was talking to somebody, right? And I happen to be her kid's father, right? You don't feel like, let's say if y'all get serious, you don't feel like you have to talk to me? You're going to be around my kids. You got to have a conversation with me?
No, I'm not having no conversation with another dude, man. Straight up.
It wasn't a conversation.
All right. But you're going to be around my kids, though.
And,
what was that?
I feel you out.
And you know you around, like, my kids. I know who you are. I can see your face. You know, like, because I have a son and daughter. So you ain't going to just, I wouldn't even feel, like, I don't even feel comfortable,
when I got force the conversation.
So like what I'm saying is
like, nah, I'm not letting you off the hook. You gonna be around my kids. You gonna have a conversation with me.
You gonna talk to me about something.
Hear me out. So you don't feel like you gotta talk to me. You think me and her should have something established. Okay, but here's what I'm saying. If you're gonna be around my kids, right? Listen to me. If you're gonna be around my kids, my brother, we ain't gotta be friends, but you gonna talk to me. Because I need to know who you are. I got to get a feel for you.
That part.
Around my kids.
The jerk said that's a negative.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna happen, man. I get what y'all saying. Like,
all right. So let's. All right. Let's see. Watch. Let me change this, and I bet you the answer changed. What if it's the other way around? What if the dude's gonna be around your kid? You gonna have a talk with that man? Be like, if you like growing up, if you and your wife would have broke up, and she got a new dude, and that's your son, that he's gonna be having significant access to, you're not gonna talk with that man.
Nah, because
But see, you got grown kids.
I'm not gonna get involved in that house.
I'm talking about when they was little. I'm talking about when they was like 8, 9, when they were not 8, 9, 10 or whatever, when they were impressionable. You're not gonna see where that man's mind is to make sure he's not imparting anything that you ain't rocking with to your kids on a regular basis.
No, I'm not, because I think at the end of the day, man, when the separation happens, man, you gotta separate. And I think sometimes people use that interaction, man, just to kind of like wedge themselves in that other person's household. Because think about it. Say like if you're a significant other or whatever, move to another place and she gonna mess with the person anyways, regardless how you what you say about it. If they really like that person and they bring them to you, you think if y'all go there like, hey, I really don't like this guy, they're gonna be like, oh, you're right. Let me stop messing with them.
No. I'm not saying.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It ain't even gonna do nothing. So I think Bill, hold on a second. Yeah. So I just think like, man, like if you're sitting there you give your input, they move on. You know, they're not going to take your input anyways. So I don't even think it serves anything. So that's why I wouldn't even have that conversation.
Nobody asking for your input. They asking, like, they just want to make sure that you are all right person to be around their kid, because it's still influence.
Yeah, and you might have to you might have to increase the protection you get of kids. You may be like, okay, now if you're gonna be with that dude, your kid needs to be with me. If you're gonna be a dude who believe in, like, you know, beating kids with balled up fists, you gonna come be with me. You're gonna need to know where that man's head at if he gonna have access to your kids.
But y'all think when he come to meet you guys, he's gonna be on his best behavior? You think he gonna come up there with, like, I'm a serial killer t-shirt on and stuff? Be like, yeah, you know, I used to hit kids. He's gonna be like lying and stuff. So
if you have enough conversations, he ain't gonna be able to hide it for long if you have conversations. Because the minute y'all have any kind of discord, his true nature gonna come out.
Man, I don't think so, man. I don't think there's gonna be that many like interactions that you're gonna be able to see. No, man, I'm just trying to tell you. I think it sounds good to people, but I think when you actually think about it, y'all have to. Oh, go ahead, Jesse.
I agree I agree. Like, I see both sides of this, right? Like, I agree with you, Jerk, and I agree with you, Taj. But I agree with Jerk for the reason of that, like, you're not gonna always get to really know who somebody is, because that might be an awkward situation for that person that you're trying to talk to, and they're going to put their best foot forward. But I do understand the want to talk to him to figure out where his mind is, right? But I think it would actually do a little bit better to just figure out, like, what's his reputation? What's his reputation like? You know, seek out people that you might have mutual acquaintances, or, you know, like, just see what type of caliber dude he is through other people, maybe through listening to the kids, you know, because kids talk 100% all the time, as long as you encourage them to be honest and just, you know, always have a voice, right? So you can get an idea of who they are by understanding who your ex is. Also, you know, your ex ain't gonna put up with a certain caliber of dude. You know, your ex ain't gonna allow disrespect to happen with her, or even letting somebody meet your kids. So I think it just depends on the health of that relationship with your kid's mother, and her mental health, you know, and where she's at as a woman. Because if she's strong and her morals, her values, she's gonna check out anybody that she bring around the kids. She's gonna make sure. So I think at some level of maturity, you gotta trust that you're given the situation is the mother of your kids is a healthy person. Because if they're not a healthy person, then now I see why you would want to meet the guy that she's bringing around your kids.
But see, Jesse, you have to trust that she's that healthy person to do that, because no lie, I kid you not, I was at a basketball game, and when I say you gonna be around this person, you don't know if you ain't gonna be around him like, oh, let's go have lunch or whatever. But my kids are in sports, so he gonna be around, you gonna be around, you know, at least say, you know who's around. But I had to drag somebody's stepdaddy out of game just a couple days ago, because he really jumped up and had his fist balled at his stepson because he missed the layup. Like, he really was about to punch him in the face. Like, I promise I thought he was gonna hit him. I was like, oh my God.
So I think in the chat, Megan Moreno makes a good point. It's not always up to the parent, you know, just depending on the type of relationship. Since it's not always up to the parent, my son's father had our son around many different women, families, kids, etc. I've met a few of them in passing, but it's very dependent on the situation. I definitely
that's my point. Yeah. I think it makes people feel better inside, but this is like, man, really, you got no control over the situation. That's my whole point.
You got no control over your kid in that situation.
But I do you?
Back up. This shit is funny. Hold on. These my kids now. And like, really, walk through my door again.
I was in a situation where
I agree with Jesse what he said though. Like, you have to just trust the person that you're with, because I never questioned, like, when my ex-husband with his situation and then his new wife now, I'm just like, I just gotta trust that he gonna make a good decision and have good people around my kid. I never questioned it. And then when I got into my situation, like we great co-parents, for real. Like a lot of people don't even still know we divorced because when we see each other, like what's up? And then at the games, we sit next to each other, we talk stuff, whatever he need, got it. Whatever I need, got it. We don't have no arguments for real, except for him popping up on me 3 times. That's the only time we ever argue.
My man was trying to.
I'll read this comment, Jay. It's in your kid's best interest to have a healthy co-parenting experience. And
no, that's a real thing. Like my kids have never saw us fight. Like,
but hey, let me get CLS in there real quick because CLS, you was about to say something.
No, I was saying, I mean, I've experienced a similar situation with my ex. Like when we broke up and she started dating a new guy, kind of went through the same process. I didn't have to like have a conversation with the guy, but I had a conversation with her. Just just trying to fill the new person out, whether or not she's going to keep this guy around. Because I didn't know if it was just going to be a casual thing, and if it's going to be something short term. I didn't want some guy. Because I have a son and a daughter. You know what I mean? I didn't want some new guy coming in and out of my life.
Daughter. Yep.
Exactly. Well, my son too. I mean, like, yeah, just yeah. I mean, if it's gonna be casual, I mean, me personally, like, if I was with the scenario with the Reddit thing, like, I mean, there's no need for you to even meet or interact with the children if you're not going to be, if you're not going to turn this into like a permanent arrangement anyway. Like, it's not, you're not thinking long term. Then I wouldn't want to. I don't even want to meet the kids. You know what I mean? Or be in a situation where the kids are around.
But I do see what y'all talking about too.
I waited a whole year before my dude knew I had kids.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you're not about to just meet my kids, and especially with me having a daughter. And it's more so like
you started that show, bro. You was like, I waited a whole year before, and I was like, you said before he even knew you had kids. I was just
she was hiding them. She was like, look,
you started that.
He asked about him and stuff. And he was just like, how they doing and stuff, and I'd be like, oh, they good, or this is what they did today. But you ain't gonna just be around my kids and just meet them.
Nah.
And then he met them on accident. Like I told him, I was at this park, but I ain't say me and the kids was at the park. So he was coming up. He had brought me flowers and stuff. And I'm like, God damn. But it was a whole year. Like, you ain't just gonna meet my kids and be around them like that. Cause I want to know it's for real. Like, we not just playing. Exactly. Like, it has to be serious. Because
so how long does it take before they meet the kids?
It depends.
Talking.
Yeah, it depends, man.
It depends on? Can you elaborate on that?
It could be 6 months to a year. It just it depends. If it's not gonna grow into something, that nigga ain't gotta meet her kids.
Hey, let her answer it, man. I was trying to put her in the house.
Somebody could be just getting the cheeks. I ain't gonna lie. You could just be getting the cheeks for a while, and then it's not, for real. But when I know you have real intentions, then I start thinking about it. But I don't want them to get, like, kids are clingy. And when they know somebody, they know somebody. Yep. And they're going to ask about them. So I ain't going to just be like, oh, hey, this is this person. Like, it took me, I think, a year and a half to even 2 years after I got divorced to even start dating or entertaining anybody. Because, like, I got a whole life. I got kids to take care of. And then I've always had people that wanted to talk to me, but I ain't going to just be like, oh, just come over, because I'm single now. That's some whole shit for real. Like running me in and out of your house.
Yeah.
Like that, I'm telling you, the worst thing. And I was like, they ain't gonna be me.
They have a lot of uncles. Yeah. Got a lot of uncles.
They said Mel was out here twerking at Wendy's like Sierra.
No, and shit. No, the fuck I wasn't. Look, I go to Target, I go to Publix, I go to Planet Fitness. Where else I go? Oh, Sam's Club. That's it. If I ain't there, I'm at the house.
The ABC store.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. Oh well. But that's at Sam's Club though.
But hey, let me ask Dame and Taj a question. So how would y'all approach that question? Because I think I'll give pushback, man. Because a lot of times it seems like guys just sometimes want to meet up just to, kind of flex. So how would y'all handle, like, say that first interaction with a guy that's like dating your ex or something like that? I just want to see, because maybe I'm just like thinking too much into it. Like, oh, this dude trying to flex and punk me, man. I ain't about to.
That wasn't the first interaction though. That's the thing. He really was trying to flex on him. That was not the first interaction. I went back and read it. That wasn't the first interaction.
I think what you need to have is that first have the conversation with your kid's mom and say, look, I want to meet him for those reasons that I stated earlier. That he's going to be around her. He's going to play a significant role. You kind of know how I am as far as mentality, as how I want my kids to be raised. I just want to make sure that his mind is aligned with mine. We have the same congruent values. Ain't gonna be no trying to punk stuff. We're gonna do it at a neutral place. Maybe, go to Buffalo Wild Wings to the game and have a beer or something like that. And just sit down and just chop it up, and I could just fill him out and just get an idea of where his head at. He can see where my head is at. I'll assure him I'm not going to interject myself in your relationship, but you got to respect the boundaries I put on my children, that kind of stuff like that. That's just how conversation. You can have it as a man. You can make it non-confrontational. You can just make it as just kind of a fact-finding informational thing, and it can be cool. Whether or not he's truthful, honest, like y'all said, whether or not he's forthcoming. That time will tell, but you can just kind of lay out where you are, just to say you said it and he knows what the deal is. That's the kind of way I'd approach it.
You know what it was, man? I ain't gonna lie. I was talking to Manic one time and he was like, man, I'm gonna roll up on somebody and I'm gonna tell him he better never put his hands on. I was like, man, I'll spit in your face. So I think it was just that conversation where it was just like, yeah,
you looking at it from a hostile frame instead of just a cordial frame. I got you.
Yeah, so okay.
So you're gonna slap Manic with the ring hand, huh?
Yeah.
With your ring finger.
Even with my significant other, no lie. So when we first met, it was like,
hold on. What up, Scam Likely?
Hey,
what's going on, Scam? Hey, let me get Taj real quick. I want to hear Taj's reply. You had a similar. What do your approach be like, Dame?
Yeah. I don't know about the whole going to get a beer or anything like that, because like I said, I ain't trying to be your friend, but I'm just trying to see where you at. You know what I mean? I need to know who won't be around my kids, because there's a lot of sickos out here, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, facts.
Taj, you said that a little aggressive though.
Because I went through it one time. I'm not with the cupcake phase when it comes down to my kids, especially if you don't have kids. You going with a woman who does have kids? Okay, what's in your mind? Because you're not about to play with my kids. You know what I mean? You can do whatever you want with her, but if it affects her, it's gonna affect my kids.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Okay.
So I'm in that type of mindset. I'm a protective
father. It's a little bit different for men and women, because when I first met my significant other's baby mama, I didn't we was dropping off the baby, but we was running late because we was coming from the Florida house to the Georgia house. And then he was like, let's just go drop him off real quick. And I'm like, cool. And I got dark tint in my car. I got 5%. And I got 35 on the windshield, so you can't see who in there, right?
Slim
no, you can't see his shit.
I expect that from Poppy. I expect that from Poppy. I knew Poppy was going to say something about that.
Yeah, Poppy.
That bird popped in my head when she said that. That bird popped in my head.
And then he knocked on the window, I'm sitting in the car. And then he was just like, Mel, meet her, and you meet Mel. And I ain't gonna lie, I was mad at him too. But I'm like, we're gonna talk to her when we get to the house. Talk about it when we get to the house, right? So she calls him and she put me on speakerphone so Mel could hear. And I'm over there and then she going off on him. I shouldn't have met her like that. And I'm over here in my mind bitch, I'll kill you. But I was really just okay. And I was just so what's the problem? But I did tell him I wanted her to know
we all just get
around
along.
her kid. And then so she going off and doing all this other stuff, and I'm just sitting over there like this. And I'm like, you want to get some lunch? And then she was like, well, yeah, we could sit down and talk, because I just want to give her the respect, because I had told him several times, I was like, somebody need to know who around their kid so they know it's not nobody that's weird or crazy or anything. But I was just sitting there you going off about what? You don't know who I am from a can of paint. Well, you just know my name. That's it. So
she was about to put her hands on you.
And I was just sitting there I go beat this girl up. I know what we just came from. And I was just you know what? No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm like, you want to go get some lunch? And then she's like, we can go get some lunch. I'm like, okay. Cause I had to feel her out too. Cause I was like, you really just it's just I just feel a conversation can be had about certain things, but at the same time, let that be that conversation, because I'm protective over my kids. I don't bring them around anybody else. I was surprised when he brought his kids around me so early, because I was just oh. This is what we doing.
I just
Yeah,
don't
so
understand.
So
I just
Mel,
don't say you guys will go meet your kid's teacher and get an idea of the person who, but you won't meet the person who's gonna be with them way more than like a teacher or anybody
good
else.
point.
You do all that.
Exactly.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't
no,
understand
I
that.
like that.
You
Yeah.
sleeping in the
That's a
same
good point.
You sleeping in the same house where I'm just
you got a good point, Dave. Because your approach changed kind of my mindset. But I just know how a lot of dudes operate, man. They want to just like try to punk somebody, so it ain't
Then you
even
know
really
it, you
about the
know
kid,
everything
man.
about you need to know about him, and then you can move differently. If he that guy, then you know.
So Poppy got a
Imagine what he's gonna
question.
be doing to your children.
Mhm.
Do you take the replacement dude to the Cheesecake Factory, or is he too
Said,
bougie?
the Wild Wings. What's the game?
Do y'all meet at a neutral location? You take him out.
So my man get a 2 for $20 at
Exactly.
Chili's.
Seriously.
Take his ass to
Get some
Hooters
hot
or some shit.
wings.
But hey,
Taking him to
I
the
be reading
wings.
the
we
man,
got my
y'all
man Scam.
like, if he drink, go to like a bar or something like that. Just chill out and feel his vibe. I feel like that's like with her. I took her to a Mexican restaurant because like he don't know, but I noticed everything about her. Like I even told him what her favorite color was before we even met, and then he was like, "How you know?" Because I pay attention to everything. I'm like, "We gonna go
You
to
stalked her social media.
Mhm.
Don't worry about what I'm doing."
They're stalking people a lot.
Hey, but what's good, Scam? Did you hear the whole scenario?
I just heard. I didn't hear the scenario. I'm just hearing. I assume somebody broke
Okay,
up.
hold on. I'm gonna give a quick rundown for you, real quick.
Go ahead.
Pretty much, dude was having a dinner with his girlfriend and their kids. He has a kid or kids. She has some kids. They're at his girlfriend's house, and then her ex-husband just walks through the door. Like he uses the little click lock because he had the access combination code to say, "Hey, these coats that you I forgot to bring the coats when I dropped the kids off last. Here they are." So she was expecting him to like come by and just drop off the coats at the front door. That's kind of the instructions she gave
I'll
him.
be right back, guys.
And he felt comfortable enough to unlock the door and walk in while they were having dinner. And the dude was her current boyfriend was upset about that and was like, "Hey, why does he have the combination?" She's just like, "He didn't have the combination. He must have got it from one of the kids." And she found out that is actually how he got it from the kids. And she found out even further that he's been coming to the house when they weren't there, type situation. So
how would you have handled that situation, Scam, if you was just sitting there, y'all was eating dinner, and this dude just walk in the house, her ex?
I'd handle it afterwards because I personally don't like surprises, and I also carry and keep something in the house. I mean, just common sense. You just appear and I don't know you might get popped.
Oh yeah,
and it's gonna be what it is. No, that's serious.
In front of his kids.
I hear some stuff.
He got scared.
I hear some stuff, and I don't know of a man coming over and the doors just starting.
Yeah, no.
I'm grabbing whatever I can find because anybody's supposed to be there. So first thing is safety, but two, a conversation after the fact. If I don't have to smoke him after the fact, no kids around. With the woman and with the dude. Hey, so how we gonna do this? But the other question is, has he ever met this ex-husband before? Or was it the first time?
No, I don't think it was the first time. I kept reading it. It's not the first time.
Yeah, they didn't really say the Reddit scenario. They didn't really give the details like that.
And does
but
he
the
live
way
at the
I
house?
was reading it, I'm like, that's not the first time. Like, stop playing.
Does he live at the house, or he was just?
No, he doesn't live at the house no more. So he was just kind of popping up.
The new boyfriend live at the house?
Does he live there, or is he just there with kids?
I didn't catch that last part.
That's a dude.
No, is the new boyfriend? Is he living at the house with all these?
Nah, he's just there, like, eating dinner with her, but they're dating. They've been dating for like a year now.
Conversations take place, but he's limited in the conversation because it's still her house. So it's more like compromise. I'm gonna say it. If it's his house, it's, hey man, dude can't come around here like that. We need to talk. If it's not his house, it's, hey, I suggest dude not come around there. We're gonna have some problems in this relationship.
Okay.
If need to, let's talk. Let's figure something out. But I'm a fan of more having conversations, try to work stuff out. And I don't have these horrible assumptions that you've been dating some woman, everything was cool. But the other man and other woman, oh, they perving the kids. Oh, they gonna get you. All of a sudden, every other person is some kind of boogeyman, and you got to stalk and make sure of something. Why assume all this negative? I'm just saying.
So, Scam, let me ask you, because this. Oh, go ahead, Dame.
He said, "Why assume the negative? Then why carry? Why not? Why you carry? If you watch, because you assume there might be negative stuff that could be happening. You prepare for it. That's why you assume the negative. That's why people carry.
No, I don't assume the negative.
So I always carry.
If I assume the negative, I'd be.
What I don't mean you assume.
I'd be carried in my hand.
You think you're prepared for the negative. Just put it that way. You realize that negative can happen, so you prepare for it. Well, so that's what you do.
99.9% of people who are perving kids aren't perving people's kids when there's a 6-foot ugly black man standing right in front of the doorway, or they know that person exists. They don't do that. They know. Okay. If so, then you just smoke them. It is what it is. But they were that determined to purge.
Remove the possibility.
If they were that determined, they were going to come through your chimney and they were going to get them. So just deal with it afterwards. But all the negative, it's just a new person. Have a conversation. Y'all might can get on board and be cool.
That's what I agree with that part.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
if they start talking some creepy stuff, it's a little different.
I want to address something that Poppy said. He said, "Baby daddy always smash his baby mama."
I agree with Poppy.
Are you reading the comments too? Yeah. Apparently we're cousins. I guess every black guy with a bald head, a shaved head, are like cousins. I guess me and Sam are like cousins, and we just met and shit.
But no,
like,
okay. So everybody got kids, right?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. I know Jerk. I know you married. Manny.
Scam don't have kids.
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
No monsters.
Yeah, so
he said they're monsters.
Taj, you got kids. So you think you can go smash your baby mama right now if you just sit? Damon, I don't know if you
I can. Cause she in another room. I'm married to my baby mama.
I was like, damn, Dave got some game out here. I was like, shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So Jesse, you got kids?
Yes, I got a 15-year-old.
But are you married?
No.
So you think you could just go smash your baby mama right now?
No way in hell.
Not if you want to.
Not even if I wanted to. Not even possible. So, yeah.
So why do y'all think that you can just go smash your baby mama?
We haven't been together for 15 years.
Mm.
So yeah,
that's not the question I asked. I asked because you just
see, Mel. I'm gonna give you some context. I'm pretty sure, like, I've been married for a minute, but if me and my wife broke up, I could slide over there. And I think, like, it's gonna go down. I'm trying to tell you. Like,
yeah. I mean, you can. Why do you think they can smash their baby mama because their baby mama let them smash? That's why.
Yeah.
They don't just come out of nowhere.
What kind of baby mama y'all got?
Mel, you think that guy just mysteriously wound up in your house? Like, you gave him the code, Mel. You gave him signs. He just rolled up.
I didn't give him no code. You talking about my baby daddy?
He ain't just show up.
I was just gonna say,
your ex might show up. He might show up if he said your ex might show up if he Drake and driving, he in his car listening to Drake, and he's end up at your house. Drake and driving, you know what I'm saying? Have your ex just show up listening to fucking Drake. Don't Drake and drive.
Don't Drake and drive.
I value myself not to even try to go back to that world of hurt because I was married to my baby mama, and it didn't work out. The relationship didn't work out. We weren't the right people for each other. So why would I put my energy into that again? That yielded a beautiful thing. My son is amazing, and but I just can't go back to that energy exchange because I believe that sexual energy is an exchange between people that love each other, or it could be just a lustful thing. And once that love gets broken, it's hard for me to lust after that person again. I can't do it.
That makes sense. That makes sense. I don't know why people just
Jesse capping. Jesse going over the next day.
No way.
But let me ask him, because there was like one more part to the question. So we started. I was talking to Taj and Dame, and say like you hooked up with a female, y'all got together. Do you feel there's a conversation needed with her baby's dad about the kids and stuff? Would you have that conversation with another guy or something? Because I was telling them I wouldn't have that conversation.
You said hooked up with. You talking about just
not like y'all dating, like y'all getting serious and stuff. Do you feel there's a conversation needed with the baby dad?
If we're getting serious, yes.
You do.
But I feel I feel like all kind of conversations are needed before we even make it official and stuff. Like religion and how do you feel about parenting, moving, finances, communicate, everything. Otherwise, what are you dating for?
No, with the dude.
So Poppy's follow-up question was,
dude,
where would you take him? Would you take him to Cheesecake Factory, or is that too bougie?
I'm talking about
taking his ass to Red Lobster.
No, I was talking Scam Likely to have the conversation.
However it permits. Meet at the house, meet somewhere, whatever. I'll be open to come. But I would expect it to be coming. These are decent people.
Poppy was trolling.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm about to say, Poppy a dick, bro.
I would expect there's no be serious. If the dude is of some decency, I would expect the conversation to be coming. Because we're all going to need to work together.
No, I did like Dame and Taj's approach. I guess I didn't think about it because Manning was like, man, I'm going to go and I'm going to be forceful. I'm going to tell him how. I'm like, man, what? I ain't talking to nobody like that. Like, man, come on.
All I said was if I would definitely have to meet the guy because he's going to be around my child. And just to let him know that, like, hey, you know, what you got with, you know, his mother is cool. My son is good. All I ask is you don't put hands on him. If he gets out of line, disrespectful, here's my number. You give me a call. I'll get him in check.
Okay. Where? How would you have that conversation? Would that be at the house, or would it be like someplace that nobody? What you call it? Would you initiate it and say, "Hey, meet me here," or would you just show up at the house and then say, "Okay, we need to sit on the couch and have a conversation"?
I wouldn't show up and just on some like, "Hey, I'm coming," you know, have this conversation. It would probably have to be like, hey, during a drop off or something like that, or an exchange. Just like, hey, can I have a word with you real quick? Like, just kind of have a conversation with you. And it would be respectful. I wouldn't be on some like, hey, I would just want to let him know that you have an option. Like, if my kid is out of line and he's under your watch, my phone number, you can always give me a ring. I'll get him in check over the phone. Put away because if I come back and hear that, you know, my son, you know, you put hands on my son, then I'm going to have to put hands on you. And it's going to be a completely different type of situation. So it's just like, hey.
So you're going to say that to the guy?
No, I'm not going to say that to the guy.
Okay, see, man, that's what you were saying last time. I'm like,
no,
it's switched up. Man, we about to.
It's going to be understood. If I tell you, hey, if my kid is stepping up out of line, here's my number. You can reach out to me. I'll talk to him over the phone. Yada, yada. You understand that if you don't do that and he steps out of line and you put hands on him, then it's going to be, you understand it's going to be a problem.
But the thing is,
I don't have to threaten him. I don't have to say
that don't have to be a hostile conversation. It could be a matter of fact conversation. It could be like, look, I just don't believe another man putting a hand on my kids, you know? Exactly. So I'm telling you as a man that it will be a problem if we did. So just, if you can respect that, I can respect you being with my baby, with his mom, you know? Can we just agree on that?
I get what y'all saying, but I guess I don't think you need to say that to anybody because, you know, I just feel like I'm gonna respect them boundaries anyway. So certain things don't need to be said because
if you had a bad kid,
I say that conversation does need to be had,
and he's acting up. What do you do with that bad kid that's acting up?
I mean, me personally, like if I was messing with somebody, I'm gonna be like, hey man, you need to call his father up or something like that. But I would never put my hand on somebody else's kid.
Somebody else would be like, hey, sit your little butt down. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, I'm gonna put hands on you. Like, get over here. Like,
treat him like how dude treated Jody and baby boy.
Exactly.
Put him in that hitchlock.
He's like, no.
Definitely. If they get to the point where they're grown.
If he grew up in a different, parenting style and environment, he might treat his own kids like that. Like he, pops his kids when they step out of line. So I'm just letting him know that, hey, this is not your kid. If he steps out of line, give me a call. Like if just give me a call. So I'm just giving him options.
Cause like no lie, I even told her. I said like the way I parent, like what I usually do is I get on their level, I take a knee, and then we gonna talk about it, or I sit down, let's talk about it, let's see what's going on. I ain't gonna like my kids don't get whoopings. Like I pop them if like they about to touch a stove or something like that. That's different. But I don't just be popping them for no reason. So I was just like, this is how I parent. I just want to know if it's okay with you. Because I feel like it's fair that you know how I parent and see if you're okay with it. But I wish somebody would knock one of my kids over. I'm telling you, we fight.
Mel for president.
But all right, Scam, you was about to say something. What was you about to ask?
Yeah, I guess it's a complicated question. Okay, I'm not for putting hands on kids, except last extreme resort. And honestly, if it got to the point where you got to fire on your kid, it's actually your leadership of why it is. But you're taking on someone else's child and you're stepping in later on, which I still don't believe in putting hands on it. But how do you expect the other man to always have to say, hey man, I'm gonna call your dad, and have some kind of authority to the household?
Yeah, exactly. That undermines his authority.
That means you're running the household from somewhere else 30 minutes away. And he's sitting there with his arm folded, waiting on you. And it's still a man. And it's still a man that's also doing protecting, providing, and all the other talking points and stuff. But like me personally, I'm like, if I'm taking something on, I'm taking it all the way on. If I'm not, you know what? He might need to stay with you. He can come by here and there, but I'm not putting the hands on tight. But I gotta have authority. My house, I'm the head of authority.
And Scam, I love that you said, hey, he would have to come with you, because that's another option. If my kid is so unruly, like, hey, right, I'm taking you to your father's, or hey, your father's going to come and get you.
Right. And or we can work a back and forth or some kind of deal. I'll be willing to try something out.
Yeah.
But I can't have another man telling me how to manage my household.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah. I'm not talking about, I'm just saying you don't get physical with my child. Like you can tell him, hey, don't do that. Put that back. You can have a stern voice. I'm not the police. I'm just saying, don't put hands on
man and give you a SOP and instruction booklet on his kid.
I mean, the mother's right there.
That's what I'm saying. I'll be like, man, shut up. Like, you're going to kick off all these bills? That's what I'm saying, man. That's why I don't even want to talk to nobody, because it's going to get disrespectful. Because, if somebody's just sitting there telling you.
Don't have to. If you take it that way, then it's just going.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Because what you going to talk to me like, hey, you don't need to do this, you don't need to do that. It's like, I already got it. I ain't going to touch nobody's kid. So we could have that conversation, but you need to do this, man. You ain't about to give me like no linear commands and shit. We ain't in the military.
You could just like Scam said, you could be like, I expect, my kids to respect me as a man. So I expect them to respect you because you're a man. And if he's disrespecting you and not respecting you, man, I will remove him from the situation. That way you don't even have to be in the situation where you may be tempted to put hands on my kid. Then we will figure out another situation where he comes stays with me or whatever. Until we can kind of get his behavior figured out to where you don't have to put yourself in that situation.
See, I like Dame's approach again. See, Dame just need to speak for all dudes. You need to do like a
take the kid
DVD or something, like some downloads. People could play, but like, hey, before I say anything, let me just play Dame on this, because
what would Dame do?
So I don't come off hostile.
I mean, as long as you like, I really feel like
anybody putting hands on my kids. If I have children,
exactly,
wife, anybody, cousins, sister.
Well, Scam, like in my household, we put hands on kids, so. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. You're not gonna tell me. You're not gonna tell me how to run my household.
Yeah, I'm hands on
baby little. Don't do
that. I'm joking. I don't put hands.
Because I'm hyper protective and I know how I would get, so I would try to try to mitigate that as much as I can. If it actually happened, then all this shit I said go out the window. Somebody got to get kicked to sleep. That's what I'm saying.
My man get hands and feet. Hands and feet.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a tough situation, man. That's why it is good to have these conversations, because this is like, man, it is becoming more common, and yeah, I just couldn't imagine, all the layers to everything. But y'all want to go ahead and jump into the last scenario real quick? Because give me 1 second. Let me pull that up. All right, Manny, you're gonna have to read it. It's pretty short, man. I ain't gonna do you like that.
All right.
All right. And then Mel, you probably don't want to chime in on this one. Did it come up yet? Is it up there yet, Manny? Oh, there.
It's loading.
Yeah, StreamYard acting up today.
Breaking the internet.
It's your Wi-Fi.
All right, can you see it? Do I need to?
Yeah, make it a little bigger. One more. There we go.
Do I need to slide it over?
Yeah, that's good. That's good right there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Men, how do you feel about muscular girls? I went on a date yesterday and it went really well. It was cold outside, so she had a jacket on. I did not see her body at all. We went back to my place. Things started to get hot, and when I took her shirt off, when I took off her shirt, I saw that she was ripped as hell. Veins all over the hips and arms. I was shocked. It caught me a bit by surprise. She was leaner than me, and I'm quite lean. I did not feel emasculated since I have a bigger body, but it was definitely a different experience. Maybe if she had bigger muscles than me, I would have been repelled. She was not excessively large, but very muscular and shredded.
Why'd you read this like there was a Pit House forum and shit?
I don't know. I just got in the mood. I just started reading. I was like, oh man, I feel like I'm there. Like, let me make this a little more spicy.
Yeah. I mean, like all over IG right now. It's not a big deal.
No, so what I wanted to ask you guys is because pretty much he was framing a question like, do you guys have an issue with like muscular women?
Nope.
And so I'll start with Manny. We'll go around real quick and we'll bring Manny. What about you?
I hate to be that guy, but I'm gonna have to go. It depends on how muscular we're talking. Like, are we saying like she's like? Yeah. I know he described her as lean and like ripped, so I don't think I would have a problem with that. As long as she still still had like a womanly figure, I think I'll be cool with it. I would actually probably be attracted to it if she had like a 6-pack abs and still had like a like the feminine frame, but just like ripped and shredded. I think that actually would be sexy.
Like, so what about if she had like that's like Arnold Schwarzenegger guns and stuff like that?
Yeah,
just the female bodybuilders.
No, that's gonna be a no for me.
You mean like Angela Bassett and What's Love Got to Do with It? She was all like ripped, like she was all in shape,
like that.
Like
I mean, Angela Bassett still has like
that was
but she was toned though. Yeah, she was like toned and fit, like she was real toned.
I gotta pull that up. I gotta see what I'm talking about.
Yo, she was toned, bro. She was toned in that movie. Yo.
I'm saying like say like a female bodybuilder. Then
arms look nice.
Yeah, female bodybuilder.
Can't do it.
You know what? Y'all ever heard of Dana Lynn Bailey?
Yes. Pull her up.
That's my bodybuilder. Right, I love Dana, bro.
You said Dana who?
She's Miss Olympia.
Oh,
you tripping?
She's a bodybuilder. She's a bodybuilder.
Bro.
No, she's
you said Dana.
Figure. She's a figure.
It's hard because people when they cut weight they get that they get that shredded look where the skin is like paper thin and it like really looks a little extra to me, but when they normal it may look a little bit more like look regular, but when they do that like right before and they just don't eat anything and
well,
they gotta do it for the competition. They have to get ready for the competition. They gotta cut their weight.
Yeah, but I'm sorry. I like a ass that jiggles in a sundress too much to get somebody with a rock hard booty. I can't do it.
That's what I'm saying. You saw them where they got the lines and shit, man. There's a limit to stuff.
Yeah, exactly. You can't do this sundress. Don't move in the sundress. I can't rock with it.
Yeah,
that's a little too
much. So Taj, you said Dana Lynn. What was her name again?
Dana Lynn Bailey.
Let me look it up.
I'm gonna pull it up.
Yeah, pull it up for all of us to see.
Put it on the screen.
Somebody type the name in the chat. Amazing. Help her jerk out. type.
This is okay. Hold on.
I've seen her before.
I would go, but then I don't give a fuck.
I've seen her before.
Wait, pull it up. So we can all see.
Yeah, I
I'm
want to
pulling
see
it
her. I ain't never seen her.
Hey, look, I don't judge.
Instagram. Yeah.
You gotta put the name in there. Who gonna spell it? You wanted me to look it up? Who looking it up?
Nah, I got it right now. It's just I got to pull it up.
Doing
Oh.
it.
You me type it on here?
Nah, I got it.
I already done it. I found it. Jay, I like petite, not muscular.
Yeah, StreamYard just acting up because I just shared it real quick. Man, see if yours is working. Because okay, there we go.
Too, ain't she? She not that big. Like
Oh no, she's ripped. She's ripped.
But I'm saying she's small, like in stature, because I'm like almost 5'9".
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, she's short. She's short.
Whoa.
Yeah.
But that was for the competition, though.
Yeah,
That's for the competition. Bro.
that's what I said.
That's a competition.
Workout videos.
That's a competition
If
photo.
she looked like that under the clothes, I would be like.
But see, she don't look like that all the time. This is just
Yeah, that's for the competition.
Like
That's for the
workout videos
competition.
are so different.
Hey, did she got like a
Tom's
regular
tripping.
IG where she like going to the supermarket or something like that?
Yeah, that's a
Like,
competition
she works
photo, bro. You gotta look at you pull like an IG photo.
No, but this is the
That's
one
how
that
she's
came
gonna
up.
look
So
when she takes off her clothes. Like,
how about this right here, Manny? Could you deal with this?
I couldn't do that. No.
What about you,
feel like-
CLS?
Man, take her down a notch, bro.
You said you would take it down.
I would take her down, bro. Yeah,
You would take it.
I would take her down. I would take her down.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe it's a fantasy. I've never been with a bodybuilder before. I mean, why the hell not? Shit, be attractive. Shit.
Y'all gonna be in there arm
For the
wrestling
record,
and shit.
CLS would do an alien too.
Yo.
I would too though.
Jesse, what's good?
Listen, man.
I'm gonna pass on this right here. Nah, I'm good. Nah.
Y'all just afraid she'll bust y'all ass.
Dave, how about you?
I love
fucking
a
with
good soft
Scissor
figure.
hold
Like I said, that ass don't look like it moves in a sundress.
Yeah, no,
They
that's
ain't gotta move in a sundress.
Okay, Taj, is that a yes or no?
You already know what it is, bro. So yes.
Yeah. Well, I second that.
I'm the
I
one who
second
told you
your
to pull her up.
scam.
I second your yes. I second your yes.
All right, scam likely is
Probably not.
I love how you left the room. Probably not.
Probably not.
Mel, how about you? No, I'm joking.
I was about to tell you to do something safe. Don't play with me.
Yeah, I couldn't do that one, man. And Taj, you and CLS, y'all by yourself for that one, man. That's
yours,
Man, I
man.
don't judge nobody.
I got
Everybody needs some love.
Don't be hating on
y'all.
Don't be hating on us because we want some bodybuilder ass.
My ass still moving.
You're hating on us.
Like I got my little curves and stuff. Like I don't be going that hard. I be in there working out, but I ain't trying to work.
I'm looking at her IG. She's got like a t-shirt on and she still look like a buff dude. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. The guns, man. Like, because typically, man, they face like get all swole, but yeah. So I mean, she don't got that, but them guns, dog. Yeah, she gonna put Taj in a headlock in the crib. Like, stop playing, Taj.
Ain't nobody put me in no headlock.
Nah,
Don't
you
look
like
just got out of boot
That's
camp.
why you don't want to
Go ahead, try. How you
That's why you don't want to bust your ass in a heartbeat.
Yeah, she's short too. It's not like she's tall. Like I mean, she's like 5'1", 5'2".
Yo, she could be built like a man.
Yeah, CLS trying to justify his position.
Jerk your Manic slip up once. We ain't gonna hear from him no more.
Oh yeah, nah, I ain't even going that route, man. I'm with Dame on that. I need some cellulite or something jiggling a little bit, man.
I'm in a sundress.
Stretch marks.
Yeah.
But I know y'all seen those videos of women busting watermelons with their thighs. Y'all, y'all want to get that close?
She not doing this.
I'm good.
I don't think she's doing stuff like that though. She's selling supplements. She's selling shit for like GNC and stuff like that, doing GNC commercials and all that. She busting the damn watermelons like Gallagher or some shit.
Said my man Gallagher.
Yeah. Ooh. That's all for y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm done. I can't do that. I'm sorry. But yeah, that was the last, pretty much, I'm going to start closing it out. That was the last segment. So we'll go around real quick. Everybody give your outros and where can we find you guys at? So we do appreciate y'all pulling up also, man. So we're going to start doing our lives on Tuesdays around like 7:45 and 8 o'clock. So, y'all, we rock with y'all anyways. Y'all welcome to pull up. So I'll start with Dame real quick.
Hey, yeah, what's up? Appreciate rocking with y'all. You can find me at Can I Get Some podcast. I relaunched my show yesterday. It was a good show.
Congratulations.
Thank you. You won't be able to find me on YouTube if you look, because it's been so long, so they kicked me out of the algorithm. So you'll have to go to my IG, Can I Get Some Podcast, and hit the link there if you want to see my last night's show and my other shows. So I appreciate y'all having me.
Hey, can I tag you in our page so people could go there?
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, of course, man. Whatever you want to do, bro.
Yeah, no, because I was trying to find it. That's why I missed the alerts and stuff. I was like, man, Dave gotta.
Yeah, I mean, because like I said, if you don't post in a certain amount of time, they kick you off the algorithm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
but it was a great show. I watched it yesterday, so man, definitely a great show. Y'all tune into his, and I'll put his information in the bottom of the videos and stuff like that, so y'all could go over there. But yeah, it had great content, great show, great brother. So been walking with him for a while.
Yeah.
All right, Mel, where can we find you at? Parting words.
On Instagram, Mel_I_run, and yeah, that's it. That's all I do. I just heard a noise in the house, so that's why I was looking.
But next man coming in.
Yeah. So that cat like look.
Mel_I_run on Instagram. Y'all don't need to get on my Facebook, but yeah, I'm not on YouTube or anything yet. But I'm gonna start tagging my son on here because he have a YouTube channel. But I'm gonna let him build up his followers first.
All right, Scam, what's good, brother? Any parting words? Where can we find you at?
Parting words. It's good to come to a panel with peace and professional, decent people, and not hear it's the women's, it's the men's, it's the women's, your mom,
or come fight me in my city. You know that.
Yeah,
Catch me outside.
You know,
that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's the police. You going for the community, no go. Yeah, it's good to have that. But it is entertaining sometimes. I go in there and dust, troll, flip the panel upside down, then sneak out. But no, I surprise people because as much hell as I've been raising panels and flipped upside down, my channel is actually peaceful. There's conversations that actually do need to be had. And shout out to Jerk, Mel, Jane, Manic. Thank you all for supporting me. Times y'all did come through.
Oh, no doubt, man.
Probably back up about January. I'm thinking about doing one on women in the military. Benefits, pros and cons. Mel or Melanated Lux, please come by, hop on the panel. Need some women's. But probably ain't gonna do that till January. Been busy, got some travel, got family stuff, and trying to not be ugly anymore. So I'm in the gym, and
But yeah, definitely let us know, man. We'll pull back up. Definitely great channel, man. We have some good discussions. The same with Dane, man. They be having some mellow conversations, man, and that's needed more and stuff. But all right, we'll go ahead and start with Manic. Where can we find you out?
Y'all can steal any of my content, topics, anything.
Oh yeah, I'm downloading some stuff right now. No, I'm joking.
Anything y'all want to mind, I don't care.
Hey, you can find me here at Manic Sophistication. Type in YouTube Manic Sophistication, or you can find me on IG at the Manic Genius. That's it. Good conversation.
Part words. Where can we find you at?
You can find me TikTok, IG, YouTube. This is CLS.
All right, Jesse.
You can find me on TikTok and IG, Jesse the Barber. You can also find me at Kingdom Barber Lounge. Come get fresh, get a professional service, get taken care of, Peace. Everybody have a good night.
I'm coming through tomorrow, Jesse. Take care of me, man.
I'm pushing your shit back.
You get to join Jefferson.
I'm gonna get the blowout where they got the ball head in the middle. So, all right, Taj. Part words. Where can we find you at?
In the gym training with Dana.
Okay.
After that, you can find me on IG, Investigations Taj. Love to all y'all, man.
Taj, we need the animal. We need the animal show. Y'all, if y'all haven't seen some of the other videos, man. Taj be out here with like anacondas and stuff,
tarantulas.
Yeah, right. You got a falcon too. You're gonna get a falcon.
I ain't got no falcon, bro.
You get the falcon.
Hell no.
You be walking around like Ghostface with that falcon on your arm and shit.
got a desert monitor.
I'm after.
I was living in Florida.
Cobra,
We're starting GoFundMe.
Nah,
so
you ain't about to talk about Florida.
I'm in Florida. It's all kind of in my backyard.
I'm thinking about going to Florida, bro. I'm thinking about going to Florida.
Oh yeah.
But anyways, we're taking bids on Taj's life because he's about to get his what is it, the poison handler's license and stuff. So what snake are you getting again? Oh, you are
Vipers. I got 3 Vipers on the way, and I got 1 Cobra on the way.
Wow.
Okay,
what type
so
of Cobra?
Outside, all I need to do is call you because I live in Florida, and it be shit out here, and I come back in the house. I had a fight with a lizard the other day.
Yeah, last week it was a snake in the backyard.
I'm trying to get me I got to add to my collection of my iguanas, man.
I kill a snake. Taj, real quick. Trying to play with no random stuff outside.
So Taj, what kind of viper? That's what Manic was asking.
Yeah, it's not a cobra. I'm just giving you a regular king. A regular king cobra.
A regular king cobra. Ain't no regular king cobra.
In my world, it is
5 meters long.
Yeah. In my world, it is. So, but for real, I'm trying to stack up on my iguanas, man. That's why I'm trying to build up my iguanas. As y'all know, I breed them, so I'm not really feeling the fact that people are killing them over in Florida for sport.
Man, you know what? If my ex-wife started dating you, I definitely have to have a conversation.
Yeah, you need to have conversations.
Hey, look, I'll be as safe as the president, man. I promise you.
No, for real, Taj, you got an iguana in your house, and
yeah.
Taj got like 10 animals, right?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Hold on.
He'll go get it.
Oh yeah.
He'll go get it.
Yeah.
He got a room dedicated.
Oh, that joint he got.
And I really was like, I burn my house down before I go to sleep before I kill this lizard.
Yeah, he was telling us on one show, man. He was like, Manic, it was funny because Manic was like, hey, man, that snake was sizing you up. He's like, hey, we lay on the ground and then it stretches out. We're like, hey, that thing's trying to kill you.
No.
Mr. Sujo.
But you just stroking him. Oh my God.
Stroking his underskin or his chin. I would say chin hair.
It's just you just
like a chin flap.
Oh no.
Look at that in the house while you
Does he
sleep.
bite? Can you get him to bite you?
got red and yellow on him?
Look at how you look at him with love. I got 2 fish. That's all my kids getting.
Oh yeah.
I done already told them. They talking about we gonna get a
dog. Look at Taj.
Cujo look cool as hell.
I've had him since he was a baby. Like he not even
okay.
It don't matter. It don't matter. Look how big.
Has he ever bit you?
How
has he ever bit me?
Yeah, has he ever bit you?
Never. He's 2 years.
So do you like walk it outside? How's that work out?
I can, but I usually just prop up on my
he's
shoulder.
kind of diesel. Look at his shoulder blades.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
He got him on a workout routine.
What do you feed him again? What does he eat?
He's a vegetarian. Iguanas are vegetarians. They only eat vegetation.
Oh, okay.
They don't eat meat.
Oh, okay.
All right, so everybody watching, we're taking bids on Taj's life. So that's going down. We're going. What about January?
You should have put out the tarantula. That would really trip people out.
No, hell no.
I'll get her. Let me get her.
Yeah, go get the tarantula.
You need a YouTube channel, bro.
No, that's what I keep telling them. I'm like, Taj, where the videos, man?
Crazy, man.
He got a tarantula with fangs.
All you need is an Australian accent.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm. All right.
What we gonna get her?
He turned into Crocodile Dundee.
I know.
Yeah, if my man got the snakes, he got the where was that?
Steve Irwin, right? Crocodile.
Yeah, but then it's a new one. He's a they call him the Black
Urban
Tarzan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, modern Tarzan.
Look, he's looking for it too. Ooh, don't get it.
All right, she ran away. So y'all not gonna be able to see her.
Good.
I mean, like,
we don't
y'all
want to
see it through here.
We ain't missing nothing.
Oh, I see it right there. Yeah.
I can see it.
Oh yeah.
You said that's the one that like shoot stuff at you or something.
Yeah.
That's poisonous.
She's a hair flicker. Yeah. It's like a. It ain't nothing.
Don't have no cookhouse at your house. Everybody gonna be scared.
But all right, so we just wanted to get Taj. So Taj, we definitely need that channel soon, man.
It's coming, man. It's coming.
Look, he got
Believe me, it's coming.
Yeah, go ahead and do your animal stuff. My kids will probably watch it and be like, "Mommy, can we get this?" And I'll be like, "Hell no." The only thing they gonna get.
They said Taj said send him Cash App so he could get that venom in his house. I told him he got to get that on stash.
All right.
Y'all funny, man.
You gotta get that. What's it? Not
Yeah.
venom,
Antivenom?
antidote.
Antivenom.
Anti-venom.
Yeah, you gotta get that.
Yeah.
Talking about
You gotta
some
stock up on
cobras.
that.
I'm good.
Yeah, we saw those
I'm
dudes,
good,
man.
Nah.
I'll be all right.
A king cobra that gets like 5 meters long, right?
Yeah, a little longer, but yeah.
But they don't really. They got a bad rep. They don't really biting people because I heard that it's like
spit.
you know. Yeah, that's the saying. They don't bite.
I don't want
They
shit
spit
to
at you.
spit on me.
They spit their venom out.
Yeah, the venom.
In your eyes. In your eyes. They specifically aim for your
Yeah.
eyes.
That's
And he's
why you
not
see the
getting
people
it.
in India like charming them because they can get all like into like movement and stuff like that.
Oh
And-
yeah.
Oh, I didn't even realize all
You'll be
that.
mad at me. I done killed 3 snakes this year, so you could have came
Oh,
out.
Lord.
What you do with all that meat?
What you mean?
What you do with
Eat
it?
I
See,
eat
like she out there
snake.
eating bush meat.
Snake meat. People eat snakes all the time, though. Just what you do with all the meat. That's all. You feed it to another
Yeah.
animal. I don't know.
So I killed 2 black snakes and 1 orange snake. That was
You got a
it.
black snake?
Oh, don't judge me, because this is what
Yeah.
happened.
She made a purse last week too.
No, I
Mhm.
didn't.
You got a belt.
Probably made a belt. Two
That's
belts.
not what happened.
You got a special
Yeah.
connect.
Bro,
Yeah.
the baby got
She's the
scared,
plug.
so I had to
Mhm.
stump it out.
Oh shit.
Do you have a dog at home? You got a dog, right?
I ain't got no dog. Who got a dog?
Well, you need a dog for protection. They protect you from shit in your yard.
She said
Man,
she
that
got a
dog
block.
gonna get.
I got
Yeah.
so
Maybe you
sick.
need to get a dog. That's what I'm saying. Get a big ass dog.
But who go listen?
You can pick his poop up. That's it. I mean,
That
you gotta
I
clean
won't
up
say
after
that's the thing. Like, I don't want to pick up poop
him.
for like forever. Like, I got kids, but they stop pooping on themselves at some point. Dogs,
They
you
do.
always got.
Well, you just gotta give the kids some responsibility, man. That's what you do. You sign it to the kids, and they
Man,
be straight. It
my-
teaches them like how to take care of stuff.
It
So
does.
My
Yeah.
kids are irresponsible. Okay,
Mm.
they got too many activities. I'm gonna be.
Your oldest
it's
is
gonna
7.
become my pet.
How responsible do you
As
want
soon
to
as
be?
I get it,
Yeah.
I know, right? I know.
they
Like,
be
he
going
can't drive
crazy.
himself to school. He's 7, but he should be 17.
Yeah.
Man,
What you
nah.
supposed to do?
They got out of practice today at like I want to say 8:00. So who gonna walk that dog?
you, Mel,
You?
Exactly, it's gonna be my pet. Nope.
or
not
just
doing it.
let your ex, since he always popping up and shit, just let him walk the dog.
Yeah.
But all right, we'll go ahead and close this out now. It was good. Thank y'all for pulling up. And like I said, please go and check out their channels too, man. It's one family, so we supporting each other and stuff. But we out of here. Thanks again.
Good night.
Peace.
Whew.
Damn, this button ain't stopping.
Oh, I thought you had